EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for January 13th, 2020. For your Monday, we're expecting mostly cloudy skies across the region today. We're going to be kind of sandwiched in between two systems here. We got a frontal boundary off to our south. The precipitation with it should remain there. And then we have a weak system off to the north as well. So in between here, we're just mostly cloudy today and tonight. And we're not expecting any precipitation or wind to be a factor today. Much cooler, much cooler, by about 20 degrees. Cooler than what we saw over the weekend today, but it is still going to be 10 to 12 degrees above average. That just gives you an idea of how far above average we were this past weekend. So we will not have that today. Still above average the next couple of days. And I think that above average warmth stays in place through Thursday of this week before we start to see a turn toward the end of the week. And we're going to start to transition into a colder than average pattern going forward. So here's looking at today on the maps on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies, and then we'll have a few showers come in during the afternoon. It doesn't really show up here on the global models very well, but it's the afternoon and evening, and you can see that here on the NAM high-res future simulated radar that ran this evening. Starting us off at noon, you can see a few showers here, a few scattered showers here in our southwestern locations. And as we move through time here, I'm going to move this forward. This is the afternoon. You see the scattered showers moving across our region, and this goes right into the evening hours, early evening. And then it should be wrapped up by about mid-evening or so at the latest, and that moves out of here. So it's a little bit of shower activity that's going to, generally light showers, light scattered showers are going to take place here on Tuesday afternoon and evening, early evening, and then that's out of here. We have another system coming in right behind it. This might have a little bit more in the way of showers, but that's going to come in overnight on Wednesday night when most of us are sleeping. It will be partly cloudy on Wednesday ahead of this, and then this comes through during the overnight, and temperatures are going to be too warm for any kind of frozen precipitation. Then we see a transition here on Thursday. Now Thursday is going to be have a high generally in the middle 40s. It will be partly cloudy, but it'll be breezy. The winds are going to pick up. It's going to keep temperatures from going up too high, and they might actually start to fall as we get in the afternoon again. And we're going to get breezy conditions in here with some wind gusts that are in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range possible with these isobars kind of close together here. So we're expecting a breezy day here on Thursday, and then the cold settles in behind it here Friday. We are expecting mostly sunny skies to start here on Friday, and then clouds will increase very late in the day. And then this system is the one everybody's talking about. What's going to happen with this system at the end of the week? I can tell you what kind of system is going to be. And I can tell you probably the sequence of what's going to happen. Most likely, we're going to start off as snow at the very least. How long you hold on to that snow, as we head into Saturday. This is going to come in on Friday night. How long you hold on to that snow is still yet to be determined. And then it goes over to sleet, freezing rain, and maybe even rain in some areas. But that timing of that transition is going to be critical to seeing how much snow we get out of this on the front end of this. But it could be a pretty good solid thump of front end snow as this moves toward the region. We have a warm front that's going to be moving out ahead of it. Warm front's going to be situated like this, moving out ahead of this frontal boundary or ahead of the system. This all is moving in this way. So this is overrunning precipitation, meaning colder air at the surface supplied by high pressure off to our north and east, and a cold air damming situation. They're kind of running up against each other here. So as the moisture is coming in and the cold air is in place at the surface and it's being fed in here by this high pressure, we have the overrunning precipitation breaking out. And again, this is going to come in on Friday night, it looks like, and then go into Saturday morning. This is actually looking at the Saturday morning with the snow across the interior locations here at this point, and the exact rain snow line for this is still yet to be determined. So don't get your hopes up or down or whatever you want to call it with this particular system, because it's going to go back and forth a lot. It's going to trend colder for a couple runs. Some of them might be trending warmer, and this is a transition storm. We expect the transition to be January 17th and 18th, and that's exactly when this is coming in. It's not when the cold is established and already in place and locked in, like we expect from the 19th onward. So this is going to be a marginal system, we think. In some areas, that's going to still allow for you to get accumulating snow and maybe even a plowable snow event. Other places, you might see more rain out of this, okay? But don't be discouraged. And it does actually turn to rain in this for the system on this particular model, which is the European. Shows it changing over to rain everywhere, but it does dump a decent amount of snow before that changeover occurs. So you can still get a sloppy system out of this. This looks like it's going to shape up to be a sloppy one. That's going to go right into Saturday late afternoon or evening here. May end as a few snow showers in the back end, but looks like a transitional storm from snow to start, then sleet, freezing rain, then to rain is the transition for this system. How much snow we will narrow down later in the week. Just get timing and type of storm out of the way right now. That's all we're doing. And then we get to Sunday, behind the system, we turn colder again, and this is when the cold settles in. We're expecting highs to be in the low to mid 30s, might even be slightly below average here on Sunday, despite partly cloudy skies expected. So I think this is the day, once we get to Sunday, which is the 19th, that's when we start this below average temperature regime that's going to continue through at least, at a minimum, through the end of January, but I think this goes well into the month of February as well. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for January 13th, 2020. Have a great Monday.